Well, I'm live right now. So, hello everyone. We're here for week number 2 of an all-player commentary of Terra Mystica. Hopefully the audio... Oh. Let's try that again. I'm here with week 2 of all-player commentary Terra Mystica. We've got CS2376 Jr., Ranior, and mikechike. We're debating on the exact settings to use here. And if you want to stock our game on Board Game Arena, this is the URL here, table 97048526. You guys want to say hi so we can check the audio levels really quick?
Hello world, this is Mike.
Hi, this is CS. Hey everyone.
All right, we have a few people watching already in the Twitch room, so hello all of you, including Hubert. Hello. Is this good volume for everyone? It looks to me like everyone's registering at the same levels here, so... unless you say otherwise, I'll assume we're fine. So, we currently have landscapes and base game set up. That sounds fine to me, but I don't know what you guys are in the mood for.
Seems good. It's what Arena currently is, so.
Oh, this is also true. You haven't had enough with Arena yet.
I've warmed my stance on landscapes ever so slightly to that I tolerate them now.
I mean, Lumen loves them. Fakirs. Oh, Lumen, I lost with Fakirs. I learned that Fakirs are beatable without landscapes, but with landscapes, unbeatable.
I will admit, I do like that landscapes make Orin and Fakirs actually interesting factions. To be honest, I really think Orin's landscape should essentially just be their faction power. It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
While it's kind of boring, Witch's powers just get 5 points for making town. Why can't Orin just be 4 points for topping a cult?
Why do Orin have no ability?
Correct, exactly.
Why did they choose? Wait, so not only that, but they also have an 8-coin sanctuary. Who decided their sanctuary is stronger than their stronghold?
Well, that's fine.
Well, anyways, CS, feel free to start at any time. It looks like the audio is good. And whoever wants to comment on what this setup looks like to them is welcome to.
Well, I gotta pick first. Alright, so I usually pay attention right away to what's not in the game. There's no stronghold scoring, there's no dwelling scoring on the pass tiles, and there's no priest. So, big buildings aren't as exciting, dwelling spam's not as exciting. It's gonna be harder to get priest-led cults. We have early and lots of cult spades, so luckily the game's pretty spade rich. We have around 4 digs. That often
Even
changes
richer.
the texture of the game quite a lot. Yeah, and often encourages people to advance dig. We have a lot of trading posts early, which is really not usually what you want to build, so it doesn't mean a hell of a lot. Round 3 strongholds, that could matter for several factions. Round 5 towns is the other big part. Everybody's probably going to try to aim for 2 towns in round 5. And then round 6 temples tend to mean that cults get attacked, so you probably want to have your cult already locked out, or you might need to be in position to lock it out by that point. And then the only other high-level thing is that we have stacked cults in air and earth, so factions like Cultists and Orin that can easily go up a specific cult have some extra utility.
Yeah, I think that's pretty thorough analysis.
And when I see this trade now stronghold, the one faction that can actually kind of leverage this to me is Swarmlings, but then they don't have the stronghold sanctuary bonus, and it kind of definitely makes it not as good.
Right.
Orin all the way!
Let's see, we've seen a dwelling spam with Orin before.
Yeah, green does well for that on this map.
I mean, this is the way Ryan likes to play Orin.
It depends. So if dwelling scoring was round 1,
Sorry. I mean, the scoring tiles, temple into stronghold round 3. I mean, you say round 2, but I think round 3 is fine.
round 3 is fine. So if I get Orin, I'm not building a stronghold. I'm building it round 3. Yeah, for sure. Again, in a game that has such low... there's no priest pass tile anyhow. you want to send priests to cults. So like a temple produces as many cult steps as the stronghold does anyhow, but the temple opening usually allows you to get more dwellings down.
Right, and that's like the biggest design problem of Orin, right? Is that the stronghold ability isn't that strong.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty strong. I really like it.
It's reasonably strong, but it's. I think it's a bit of a trap. I think too many people think it's like it is the cornerstone of the faction. It's the only again, they have no ability. So like,
so if you compare it to a temple, so both gives you a favorite tile. One gives you a priest, which can be used for 3 cult or 2 cult, compared to just getting 2 cult.
We're not disagreeing that the temple is better, but the whole point, I guess, is that like the only reason you're playing Orin over just a truly bland faction that has no ability is for the stronghold. So you do kind of need to leverage the stronghold at some point in order to get value out of it.
I mean, I tend to still play stronghold opening and temple round 3, but I mean, I've come around. You've convinced me. I've come around to temple opening a little bit.
I agree that stronghold opening Orin is still fine sometimes, but I don't think it should be the default. I think their strongest games almost always come temple and then round 2 or round 3 stronghold.
It's funny because last time we played,
Cultists!
Last time we played, it was halflings. It was halflings with the round 4. Well, it was cultists with the round 4 dig. Because I think cultists in.
Why can't we have a halflings game with round 4 spades?
Because it's not fun to watch. Like, it's not fun to play in either. It's so predictable.
You don't think it's fun to watch someone bomb that round for 30 points?
It's not.
It's so fun. This was a reasonably so it's awkward. Like, it's weird because the halflings aren't really going to build. They're not going to score many points for the first 3 rounds, but like these air bonuses are pretty good for them actually if they get the first priest to air.
Yeah.
Which is a lot harder to do because you want to get double dig round 1, but someone's probably sending a priest to air round 1.
So Hubert agrees that halflings are boring, and General Crick says he has a tough time imagining matchups where Orin are better than witches. This seems like a witches game. Yeah, more or less. Except the stacked cults makes a difference.
So,
I mean, witches have a really easy time going up there.
So again, the other big difference is we're playing landscapes, and witches landscapes is a big liability, in terms of like fighting for their network. Whereas the Orins is actually useful. So I think in a landscapes world, I honestly think Orin are actually about equal to witches in many setups. Witches are slightly more versatile.
Ooh.
So
you made my day, Lumen. You made my day.
Here, there's a lot of stuff that works really well for alchemists, including Spade 4, Town 5, Big Building 3. But the biggest issue is that they're missing, or one of the biggest issues is that they're missing the Stronghold Pass tile, and there's plenty of coins in the game.
Yeah, I'd say the 2 issues. I mean, you want Stronghold and Dwelling Pass tile, and you want the Priest, and there's all 3 of those are gone.
Right.
Yeah, the pastels are not great for.
Because yeah, I mean,
enough other
you
things are.
You guys know I want Alchemist. My favorite faction. I have to take them.
I mean, I'm curious to see what Mike picks, but yeah, currently I'm actually not super excited about any of the factions. So
my thoughts were round 4 digs for stuff like that. Early TPs, I think about nomads. They could get some coins rolling.
You like to copy that trademark Flores?
Yeah, I mean, generally the one worker trading post tile is not very popular, so if they could keep hitting it for 4 and 6 throughout or more, that's pretty nice. The colors will be off though if I pick them here. Then again, Orin might need that help to be on their own color wise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you pick a yellow faction, then green typically does really well in that color setup, right?
Yeah, 3 colors in a row, so. What else? Mermaids, they're pretty robust, and they would get the shovel, they could have a big econ start. Shipping pass bonus, fun for them. Towns in 5 is fine, because they could kind of set up towns and just turn them on whenever they want.
Right.
And they bother. Then there's 2 color pairs, so that's kind of balanced.
Well, you create the super sandwich that way.
Yeah. Mermaids are completely sandwiched, right? Blue is in between.
Oh, that'd be 4 in a row, though. Yeah.
Yeah. You're picking 4 in a row. The main options here are, if you're trying to avoid sandwiches, you have to grab gray, so you get a green-gray fight, or you're taking red, has no neighbor, right? But as always with red, they like building big buildings, and we don't have the pass tile for that, and we don't have big buildings until round 3. So, meh.
Yeah, the rounds don't look great for either red team.
I don't think Giants. I mean, Giants
think
build a stronghold and still do okay here, but
I mean, stronghold round 2, Ryan. You know what I would say?
no. Stronghold round 1. You just suck it up. You build a temple in round 2, or at the very least get that trading post down. You get some spades in round 4. You probably can get 2 towns, maybe
I've
even.
played Giants literally no times, and I know that you have to build a stronghold round 1.
So,
No.
I'm tempted to put him in just to throw the.
Andrew believes with landscapes that there's some other route, but he hasn't proven it.
I need to play. So I need to play text Fakir's stronghold opening, and I need to play test.
All right, I'm convinced.
I need to test Giants Temple 2 dwellings open.
All right. There has literally been. There's literally been one game in the TM2 database with players rated above 1200 for this color setup, and so it's entirely meaningless. Giants won, for what it's worth, in case you care. But again, it's a sample size of 1 and in a landscapeless world.
Let me pull that up for everyone. That's not the right site.
Alchemist must have played wrong, because they're clearly amazing.
So this is the website a lot of people use to analyze matchups.
I say that with lots of sarcasm.
Yeah, we'll let Lumen discuss.
And you put in your minimum rating, and then the left checkbox for the factions you want in. And I assume Ryan did it correct. And yeah, this is the one game ever with everyone over 1200 where this matchup happened. Of course, they didn't have landscapes, but this is what it looked like. We got. Oh yeah, these are definitely good players. So that's what that game ended up as, and we'll see if we can copy that exactly or not.
Could you send me the link to that? I kind of want to see what the site looks. Or you can just send it to the game.
Oh yeah, I moved off of it already.
Removing the rating restriction entirely, there's been 7 games with this with these colors. So yeah, there's no conclusions to be drawn.
I'm intrigued by Oren.
Me too.
First pick.
I mean, I've been on Oren. Let's do it.
Ryan's a hard lover. He loves Oren.
Are you gonna get them for 30? Lumen is interested. I think cultists are better at what the Oren do.
Well, you don't get 4 extra points when you go to step 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not gonna get them. They're not gonna be able to.
Why aren't they, Mike? I don't. Why are you hating?
Cultists are better.
Dude, I'd love you to prove that to Skim.
I really think they're better too. That's why I bet on them. But I'm not super familiar with this landscapes world.
I mean, to be honest, yeah, I don't know. Well, am I joining the Oren bandwagon? You guys all believe cultists. You're saying cultists, so am I supposed to just bid cultists with you?
I mean, I need a big point handicap to do this Giants Temple opening. I mean, if you want me to lose, you just give me Giants.
I mean, I really
is it Lumen _S? I'm gonna tell him or do you want to tell him in the chat?
Sure.
Is that it? Well, if I got it wrong, you'll tell them.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Probably got some room here.
All right, you guys are. The more I'm looking at it, I'm starting to be convinced that cultists are going to be slightly better just because of the early leech. But I'm not entirely convinced of the starting spots yet. So
yeah, E6.
Yeah.
E6 juicy as always.
Sure.
That part's juicy, but then I'm not entirely sure Oren aren't going to have some juicy leech either. So. I don't. The problem is, it's Giants have a couple reasonable spots, and I really don't even know what to make of the idea that Giants are going to open temple.
Well, you don't have to believe it.
Well,
if I go.
True.
I mean, Ryan, when do I lie?
I don't believe that you will. I'm unwilling to believe that you're going to open Temple Giants. But
I mean, I gotta test it somehow, right?
I mean, it's kind of a fascinating idea because you immediately up the exchange track and then you just. But, like, spending 3 workers to build every dwelling is still not good.
Well, if you're able to upgrade shipping and get
Chat, you cannot be suggesting things like Giants round 3 stronghold. You cannot be suggesting that. That's not good practice. Because you need 2 of those extra digs, if nothing else, to mess with your opponents, right? Like, that's one of the biggest reasons to play Giants is to make everyone else's games suffer.
Giants tend to want to at least do some disruption.
All right.
It's a little dangerous to go too hard on the disruption. So part of why I'm a little scared of Giants here, and part of why Giants are a bad faction, part of why Fakirs are a bad faction, is because as soon as their native color hexes start getting stolen from them, they're really in trouble. And if they if they ever start to do well, the other factions can just steal your hexes. And with an alchemist in the game, they tend to have 3 ship and advanced dig, and the cheapest it's the cheapest dig in the game because it's really only 2/3 of a worker because of the power you get. And they'll just bomb your red hexes or bomb your yellow hexes. So if Giants start to do well this game, they're going to just easily be held in check if the alchemists have any care about it.
Yeah.
So I don't love that.
Yeah, even just we had a game on Fire and Ice where just 1 extra dig hitting a red spot with no intention ever to build on it would have just killed the Giants very early.
Yep.
And I didn't do it.
You can slow them down by so much, exactly.
Someone else in chat said, what kind of animal has their sound turned on in BGA? And I mean, I have to admit that was me in the past.
I do. I mean, not right now.
I have my headphones, so I don't know if it's picking it up. But
I have my computer on mute. But when I'm playing by myself, I certainly do.
Every once in a while have the sound down if I'm just doing random Seven Wonders games in the background. That way I know when it's my turn. If some players are slow.
Seven Wonders games usually go fast.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back on Team Orin. I've been the Alchemist a little bit. Somehow the Cultists are down here at 17 points.
Somehow, I need a big point gap here.
At a certain point, Giants are going to be. I don't know quite how far it is, but
one thing that's really nice for Alchemists here is that they get Spade Tile in round 1.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet.
And now,
it definitely makes up for the fact that you're not getting.
Oh my gosh! Okay, is it possibly time to start thinking about Giants?
No, I need a
more than Alchemists. That's your.
I need a bigger point gap. Dude, I could really slam round 4 digs.
So, guys, question, and you can answer with it doesn't apply to you, but how much do you consider which factions you're better at in an auction like this? Because I can predict like the true value of a certain faction here, but I know that I'm better with Cultists than Orin, for example. So should I take that into account?
You should. I feel like I definitely play Alchemists very well, even though I haven't been bidding on them. So I generally bid on Alchemists more than I should. But other than that, I feel like I play all 3 of these factions, or the rest of the factions, like, comparably. So I generally don't think too much about it, because I feel like I'm comparable with all factions.
I largely agree. I'm pretty happy with any faction. So, with that said, I do sort of take it into account, but it's one of those things where if you're trying to become a better player, the only way to get better is just to play factions anyhow. So, I don't know. Like I said last time, like I actually don't feel that I tend to not actually get great results with Chaos Magicians. So I suspect I'm actually not that good with them, and it does make me shy away from them a little bit at times. But I don't.
Yeah, I mean, Chaos is actually one of the factions that I do shy away from. Like, I look at the factions, and them and Nomads are the two factions that I generally avoid because I'm not very good with them.
Interesting. Gotcha.
Cats in the bag. Now you know how to beat me.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, Mike likes his alchemists.
This is getting tough, guys. This is getting tough.
We're getting close to where Giants are reasonable. Yeah. I was about to go to Giants too, I think, if I got a bit off Orin again, but I'm not opposed to getting Orin at all. Let's see. Clearly one of them has to be here, right?
This was your moment to try them.
That's correct, Coyote. No Giants today.
Yeah.
So I keep getting stuck in the corner with alchemists. I gotta stop doing this.
I need to think about this.
Yeah, I think this is the. I mean, what do you mean by the corner, Mike? Like you would start at C1?
No, the eastern one next to Giants right now.
Oh, you're not going to start there?
I mean,
how do you not start there?
I keep regretting it.
You start with
probably
the
will anyway.
You start with
I was going to say, you're gonna let cultists get away with that?
So basically, you have to start on the east. And you can't start the southeast, or else you're getting trapped south. You have to start the northeast, so you're actually able to escape. Like, that's the only option with Giants in the game.
I don't have to do anything. But
I mean, if you don't
go after that northern corridor, they go after the northern corridor, and then I can't get through. It happens every time.
So I do agree that your connection is probably going to get blocked by Giants before you can get there.
Well, I'm doing wacky stuff. I'm trying to figure this out.
He's not going to be digging anywhere. He will have a stronghold.
But yeah, I mean, apparently he's going to do idiotic things. So.
Look at this.
Oh, okay. I mean, I get it because
it's great for witches. It's good for Orin.
It's definitely good for Orin. I like extra power.
Orin and get their natural 4-town in the middle.
Probably, yeah. Oh my gosh!
I mean, Ryan,
you do start here, Mike. Oh, Leech Heaven for Orin, yeah.
I mean, Ryan, we have seen a cultist player triple dig that gray in the second round.
Ew.
We have. We have.
He was an expert rated player too.
Yeah. I mean, terribly.
He did lose that again, but
if there's any crazy dig stuff I'm considering, it's to start right under Mike here and double dig the blue soon.
Yes.
Oh, join me.
Also hurts Ryan.
Orin from doing their typical starting spot, though.
I agree. I mean, there's just so much leech there.
And the 2 hexes for 1 dig is never something I pass up.
I don't think you should either.
Double dig the blue. You know, I start with a shovel, so I could just. Oh, you mean the blue building south?
Blue. Yeah, go ahead south. Sorry, he's not trying to beat you.
Though,
he's not that crazy.
Play defensively like that. I've tried that once where I start there as cultists and try to dig up against the black faction, but then Darklings did the 4 power for a spade action because they had no other way of getting that hex, and they still blocked it. I was like, okay, if you want to tank your game like that, sure.
Well,
it might be worth it. It might be worth it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do the normal thing.
All right.
Oh, helping Ryan even more.
I mean, I think it really is best for him. Like getting the one spot, the one dig.
That really means it. So.
Oh.
I mean, I was pretty sure he was taking temp shipping given his starting locations, right? Because he has fair. 2 hexes, so he can open temple and 2 dwellings. Like,
yeah, I wasn't expecting it, but I'm happy to see it.
Given his starting spots, I was almost positive that had to be the tile he was angling for.
And aside from
All
Spade,
right.
this is my favorite cultist
Predictably
pastime.
boring tiles for me, but I'm Orin. I at least get a cult step. That could be worse.
You have great early cults.
Where is the Leech Party? It's probably here. Yeah, whatever. I'll try to encourage it over here. We'll see.
Can I stand for that?
I mean, you can certainly try to get it in the center. I thought you might try that, so I don't know.
I mean, I feel like upgrading center is better for him anyway, but I'm not sure.
It's really unclear to me, because one thing I want to consider is that I'm looking at trying to build my sanctuary in round 3, which, I mean, I guess I can double dig the red.
Yeah, it looks
Probably
like
get
you're
that
gonna
in
double
time.
dig the red for a town.
Yeah, okay.
Because usually a bridging for the gray brown, it just doesn't work out.
No.
Yeah, that's definitely the wrong.
At that point, I usually just scrap the town.
Alright, am I going for this water bonus?
Probably not, but that's up to you.
Yeah, I think I'm not.
So water bonus is one of the hardest for cultists to hit, because you gotta.
Yeah, and just going all in on air could end up being very crucial against an Orin player.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, am I tempted.
This can't be right.
I mean, that's what I feel, but like...
Oh my god. I do kind of want to see it for science, though, so you do what you need to do.
For science it is. No landscape this round.
I was gonna say, the only thing is, like, surely you want to use the double dig for your landscape, right? Like...
I mean, yeah, like, I don't know what to do. So, like, I could go 4 dwellings this round.
Yeah, I see that, but then again, my point is, like, then you're gonna get a temple up, and then you're gonna have to double dig again to get your landscape, and then you have to advance.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I don't feel like your early power can be used for a dig if you're doing this, but I could be wrong. You have to do what you want to do. To be honest, you're supposed to just get a stronghold. You're supposed to take worker power. You were supposed to go worker power, open with a stronghold, get a dwelling down. But you're on your own path. Oh, thank you, friend, though. This is what on it.
I mean, this just gives me so much leech. I can't not.
Yeah,
And again,
I'm taking the spade. Yeah, I'm taking the spade without question. Spades are good.
Come on, for science, Ryan.
You had your chance at science. I encouraged it. You turned it down.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It probably will be fun.
building a dwelling instantly.
Oh, I don't believe in Earth 1 or...
I agree. I mean, yeah. Well, I think Air 2 is better here.
It's actually not that I don't believe in... I should clarify. Earth 1 Orin, totally fine. But I'm not doing it.
I mean, Earth 1 is, like, ignore it, period.
So, Earth 1 Orin is totally fine, but... basically... Even with, like, landscapes, like, Orin's economy is a little bit iffy. So... I think you kind of need to take an econ favor to keep up with the economies of the cultists and alchemists. And maybe it's silly for me to worry about trying to compete on network against those factions, because alchemists are just going to win it anyhow. But
right. Well, they might not.
My personal playstyle leads way too far to big econ and network wins. I'm much worse compared to a lot of players at just taking favor tiles, building a bunch of temples, sending priest to cults, and getting points that type of way.
I am awful at that too. I almost always go big econ.
My main strength is going to econ and hitting pass tiles and round tiles well. But...
All right, guys, we're going absolutely crazy. Earth 2.
You're trying it. Whoa!
Oh my god.
We need the workers.
You do need the workers because essentially they're spades
Well,
for you. You're
luck
attempting
getting
to generate.
points.
Just to be clear, you have a stronghold that generates spades. Instead, you've chosen to get a temple and workers and advance your digs in order to generate spades.
For science.
Yeah, it almost makes sense, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty comparable.
yeah, almost.
So I'm not gonna change up the cultist game plan. I'm gonna do the thing.
Yeah, you're gonna go Earth One, yeah.
Boring.
Hey, I'm starting with the fewest points here, and I've got unpredictable giants hanging out. So
I mean, giants with temple opening and temp ship. Yeah,
I have a handicap here. I have points.
it's already a fun game. Yeah, your points handicap is gonna help, but oh, I was wondering
I
what
like that
Mike was up to. Yeah, that priest is really good, actually. Well done, Mike.
Oh, I was thinking I was going to shipping. I didn't even think about water.
I don't know how he's getting the second ship though.
Well, he's not this round.
Right.
He's gonna do it next turn.
No,
Yeah.
no. I mean, it's gonna be tough. Oh, he does have a lot of power. Wow.
He's
I mean,
not
I'm used to not getting much power from Alchemist as Alchemist.
He has so much power. Yeah,
I know.
This is all your guys' fault.
Okay,
I mean, at least if you need me power, I need it.
brief detour. Am I gonna get distracted by the dark paths?
Andrew did.
All right, no, I'm not gonna get distracted by that dark of a.
Yeah, I think the Dark Path was actually taking Earth 1 for Ryan.
No. The dark path was take water 2.
Whoa.
Oh, that was really dark. Holy.
I mean, it's a lot of cult steps, right? Like that's
Yeah.
what
It could have worked out because
I would have
you got to
generated
go
a
to
really
step
cool step.
4 on water.
All right, so interesting
No.
decision, but this is the one I'm actually declining. I'm not
That's
helping.
sad.
I am fighting cultists all game for cults, so it's time to start already considering slowing them down slightly. And 1 power is not
Right.
enough for me to encourage your cult shenanigans.
Fair enough.
Oh, boy.
With that said, for all the viewers, I pretty much would never decline leech from cultists in like rounds 1 or 2 in almost any other scenario. Early power is really good. You should
Right.
almost always accept it.
Yeah, even if it's cultists, but like you said, only if you anticipate very heavy fighting.
Yeah, I anticipate very heavy fighting on the cults, especially on air, and I don't currently want to encourage the cultists to have any better of a game than they are.
I mean, it seems like you have the edge out of the opening, but as Orin, but it's yet to
So
be
the other
sure.
thing is the town. So Arin with their landscape, they really, really want that 2 cult town because they get. It's basically. I mean, it's the key is basically 4 points as long as you can get to the top.
Right.
Yeah, am I gonna get to the top of 3 cults this game?
So
such
well,
that
I mean, the
I
other
need
thing
that
is
many
if you form an early town, you're able to get to 2 cults early. Whereas if you don't get that early, or if you don't get the 2 keys early, you might lose out on a top of cult and then only get 1 cult to
So
the top.
I agree. Cultists and I are going to have a tough decision this game. And are we going to try to play the game of wait for round 5 towns in order to close out our cults, or is one of us going to actually town early just so we can close cults out?
Yep.
I don't
Lots
know.
of-
I don't know the answer yet.
Yeah, me
We're
either.
gonna find out.
Plenty of interesting subplots.
Yeah.
Just ignore me.
Bill's over here because I don't know what Andrew's doing with his 2 dig. If he starts with it.
You had to do that. Yeah, you can't afford.
I'm gonna pass for 7 coins because I need to increase dig. This gives me the double dig. I get the increase dig. Like this is good.
Good is a real stretch. You're using a slightly different definition of that word than I would, but I'm pretty happy with the temp ship at next round. I think it should be fine.
Well, it is past time.
I mean, I'm definitely excited about this Giants. Like, I don't think it's actually good. I don't think it's going to work, but I'm excited about it. Another good point, you do remember that the Giant Stronghold actually produces 4 power around, which is kind of useful.
He's not here for
science.
useful. He's here for
It's for science. I'm here for science. Like, that's the only reason I'm in this game. I'm only in this game for science.
All right, well, that's fine.
And for the whole world to capture this.
You were one elo point away from X, and I'm almost positive you are going to be farther away from this game.
Oh no, Lumen might be higher rated than me after this one.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen.
Oh man, I chose the wrong game to do this.
I'm still struggling if I want a worker or 3 coins and a step. I think I just better take the 3 coins and a step. And not be tempted to build trading posts in round 2 and destroy my own economy.
I mean, so I found that cultists do pretty well with trading houses in round 2.
They can if
I usually do.
If I had one more dwelling down, I'd consider it.
I think if I were you, I'd go with the trading house bonus and build 2 trading houses next round.
If he already had another spade, for example, like if he was getting a cult spade, then I agree it might work because he could build 1 dwelling and 2 trading posts next round and still have an okayish economy. But he's also tried to build. That's true. He already said he wanted to build round 3 sanctuary, and that's a lot of building up rather than out.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows he's not going to compete very well on it.
Oh my god! Why do I play air team? Get that I have power income.
You overproduced. Ouch.
Way overproduced. I'm supposed to have 2 more coins right now.
Oh boy.
A coin and a half actually.
I mean, I
distracted by Andrew's shenanigans.
Yo, this is how I win the game. I just make you all confused.
Coin and a half. I wasted 1. Actually, because I do want full power just in case Andrew wasn't doing this, but he is.
Yep, so get the big advance in right here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so...
Guys, I don't think this is that crazy.
Well, we'll see what your score looks like in the end.
And then I'm off to the early lead.
I think it's pretty crazy. Alright, what? I don't trust Mike.
What do I do?
Well, I'm taking single spade. The problem is where? There's the center blue, which makes a lot of sense, or there's this eastern blue. Eastern blue secures spot for a sanctuary town. But the center blue also secure. The center blue gives more dwellings. And I'm not
the
actually
east
sure.
blue you might lose.
No, I might lose the east blue, but there's no spades left. Mike's not crazy enough to. I don't think he's crazy enough.
I've seen Mike do some crazy stuff.
He has, but he's not going to hard dig with Alchemist.
I mean, not this crazy, but crazy.
Yeah, again, he's not going to hard dig with Alchemist. It's okay.
I mean, this way I get the Air Priest.
Yeah, it was the.
Yeah, no, I thought Ryan. I mean, he didn't go water 2, so I guess he wasn't getting 2 digs this round, anyways. But if he went water 2, it was almost certainly air 3.
Correct.
Right.
But then I don't already have these air steps either. It's weird. But I get a lot of dwellings out this round, which is why
I'm off to a 20-point lead.
Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, I'm still just really unconvinced that 3 workers for every dwelling is somehow a grand unlocked giant strategy.
I haven't felt this, not confident in, ever. Oh. Fireaxe is commenting on your dig.
It's really for safety, because it's now or maybe never, so.
That's kind of the fear, right? Like, giants, if they get temptation extra, might take... the thing is, ultimately, Mike isn't going to hard dig this blue. I have a cult spade at the end of the round, which will be this, and I don't think Lumen is going to be that tempted to already dig it back to blue on me or something crazy.
To blue?
I think
yeah, blue's pretty far from me.
My point is, once I dig it to green, are you gonna dig it with spade? No, but I just build on it next round, so it seems fine.
I think what I'm doing is taking 7 coins and considering trading post temple here.
Oh, that is fun.
Because having 2 priests around is going to be pretty nice.
And then you still go. I think you still go sanctuary next round, probably. Yeah. Viable. You're gonna get 2 digs here.
Yeah, if I choose air 2.
Yeah.
Because I still have plenty of time to take water 1.
Lord knows when I'm getting
all right.
score in favor.
The hard dig threat is coming.
I'm actually digging the yellow.
Huh.
There you go, Mike.
I mean, he still can't connect north, so that's...
I mean, he's going to get 3 shipping for the shipping bonus sooner or later, and as Alchemist, you want to just plop your dwellings down to get your worker income.
Yeah, so why the yellow instead of black? Oh, because you want a neighbor. You're leech. Encouraging him. Yeah, you need the leech and you need neighbors.
Yeah, I think this is actually something I see a lot, where people aggress on people's natural color to the point where they don't get enough leech. And I think that actually might be a strategic wrong.
Yeah, this was actually pretty clever to leave Mike this black hex, because Andrew really...
Because it's really good for him, and it's really good for me. We can both be happy, instead of both of us being sad. Because I now also get leech from his other dwelling north that he's building this round.
Yeah.
Oh, so now the dig bonus is viable for me.
Oh, Mike wants more workers?
It's 3 coins and a worker.
Whoa, Mike, why do you want more workers? You're not actually crazy enough to hard dig me.
Oh, he's hard digging a landscape.
You need stronghold for landscape.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, I understand. No, that was a smart move. It's setting up for round 3. That way he can Sanctuary, Water 1, and then Stronghold.
Give me more ideas. I want to hear more ideas of what to do.
That's why. Yeah, I think that's why you want the workers, because you're going to end with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dwellings on board. Produce 7 workers. You'll carry 2 over. So yeah, you only need 10 workers to pull off the Sanctuary Stronghold shenanigans. So.
Yeah, so the chat is saying more stuff about taking this green that Ryan did, but I mean, it's really to make sure Giants have a hard time getting to this red, because Giants always need their reds. And then the alternative suggestion...
I set up a center town. Yeah, like, what's so wrong about this? Like, I think they really
want to learn, right? Like,
I gave up. Yeah, so if I want me to talk about it, so I gave up the air priest. As for where to dig, I'm not entirely sure what the Giants are up to, but if they got a temp shipping, at the start of next round, they could hit a green and then get to this red. Whereas now I've already secured this. Whereas the eastern blue that I really do want for a town, I think is safe. Like, Mike has no spades and is not going to hard dig his Alchemist. It's so bad for his economy.
Yeah.
And so I have a cult spade at the end of this round. It goes to this blue, and then I build that at the start of next round. And I don't foresee anybody blocking me from that plan. Now, if I'm wrong, well, that'll suck. But
so I really wanted to do 3 power to a worker
I thought you were going to.
So I did the math, and I don't get enough leech for 7 coins next round. And so I think 7 coins is much better for my game.
Yep. And you were able to take the single spade now because...
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Worker. Yeah.
So I get to hinder you guys a little more as Giants. It's great.
I mean, I just hard dig the rest of the game. Look at my work.
This is true, yeah. I mean, you really just want the coin bonus styles.
You're not going to digging ore?
I've used all my points as lead. Or like my economy. Now I do need to find ways to score points.
Is it better than an Earth 2 Giants with increased digs?
Yes.
Oh, I
Holy
meant
crap!
to do this
There's
the
still
other way,
an
but it's
Earth
gonna be
1.
fine.
There is still an Earth one. Yeah. I didn't take it, and you sure as hell did, so.
Earth 1 or Water 1? I gotta do the math here. I mean, do I even go sex right now?
Alright, I messed up my cult order, so I'm going to take Earth 2 instead of Air 2, which is fine.
Ooh, fun.
It's probably better
Earth 2's
for me.
It's better for you. I agree. Yeah. I mean, that was a good mistake.
Yeah. Good thing I have that extra cult bump on my bonus tile.
I mean, worst case scenario, you waste the cult.
That's pretty bad.
It could be bad, but it also could be fine.
Sounds pretty bad. I sadly am just using Orin power for coins for a while here.
You usually do that with Air 2.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I eventually will use it for other things, but...
Someday.
Yeah, I don't know when that day is yet, but we'll see. I need more coins? Yeah, I do. I certainly don't need workers. I'm not building trading posts next round. No, I'm not.
Alright, let me get that second air spade.
Man, I'm looking at our economies, Ryan. You're a little better.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Ryan. Hold up. So you think it's so bad for me, but I'm spending 2 workers to dig. You're spending 3. Think about that.
If I hard dig...
You said you're hard digging the rest of the game.
I mean, I'm half joking. I produced so much spades, or so much power. I'm definitely going to double dig at least once more this game. But I essentially have I have 2 towns already locked in at the end of this round. So it's going to be some build up for a little bit. But we'll see.
So I think the right play for me is to dig the 2 yellows to brown instead of turning the red to a brown. And then
The red's pretty locked off for you, actually, yeah.
And then
Hey, I got tricks.
well, you
Yeah.
gotta
Yellows
start
to
making
brown
points
might
instead of
inspire
tricks.
me to be interested. Remember, I like brown.
Yeah, his first action is build on it, though.
Yeah.
You can't beat him to it.
So I think that bonus tile's good enough.
I agree, yep. I don't know. So far, it doesn't feel too bad.
It's working a bit better for you than I would have expected.
I'm enjoying you.
Yeah. So even with that leech, I was short. Even if I got 2.
Now, I was thinking to do a trading post here because that is the point of this.
So that was what I was thinking. If he upgrades next to me, I could have still taken 7. But I wasn't sure if that was his plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll upgrade, but not next to you.
Why wouldn't you upgrade next to me? I'm in the hole. I'm the underdog.
Because if he's setting up his stronghold location, and I don't think he wants a stronghold up there.
Trying to figure out where I want it and if I want a town
Probably
before
next to
5.
me, right?
Yeah,
He wants-
I
he
guess
wants
if he's
the-
setting up a stronghold, that makes sense.
The stronghold goes next to you, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the other alternative is...
I could do it next to Ryan in the east. I'll do it.
Well, I mean, I feel like you would do it next to me in the east.
No.
What?
No.
Man,
Do it next to me again. Like, I'm going to build
Green's
next to him
building
right away.
blue,
Yeah,
so I get more
leech.
power immediately if I have a 2 building next to where somebody's about to build.
All right.
So I do want a little more power.
I am going to be a bit curious if somehow Mike has get it at the start of this round. I don't think he possibly does, but
Sorry,
Oh,
was
what
that?
in him?
What?
a triple dig for this
Oh.
red, because Andrew said he was going to open with coins, which means there'll be one turn where Mike could...
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be expensive.
He's got no power. Like, he's going to spend 10 workers for that? That kills his game.
Yeah, I think it's generally a trap for people spend so much to try to connect the network when it's not happening. And
Now, if it was the
I-
dig round,
I agree. You shouldn't do it. It's way too
It's
expensive.
So expensive.
I'm just
like,
thinking of which passing tile I want when I'm going to do this round 3.
Yeah, it's fair.
Don't know if I'll have any trading posts.
I'm not sure you're gonna have any trading posts up, and yet a worker and
Worker
2
2
coins
coin
is
is-
A worker
probably
2 coin
better
is-
than 4 coins and a cult. Yeah,
because it's like
The
2
temp
points
shift
or
gets
a
me
worker.
to another black spot, which isn't really leading me anywhere, but it's still a black spot.
Yeah, it's a worker income.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, as promised, the spade goes there.
Because, like, for you, Mike, you can just dig your landscape and get there this round if you want it. Alright, 7 coins. Now, I haven't been tempted down this darker path in a long time.
This is
Well-
the darkest of the dark, right?
It's pretty bad. So
Like, when I play Agricola, I can get tempted down some dark paths, but not to this extent.
this one's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Oh, I did a bad.
Oh yeah, you can't even get power. All
What did
right,
you do?
he's maxed out on power, so he
No, he
probably
can do it
wants.
after he moves up Colt.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
he
it
can't
this
get
means
2
I can't
powers.
take Earth like I wanted.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go up Earth with the.
Or I do want to
He
go.
was
I-
supposed- Yeah,
I think you still want to go up Earth.
Not for no coin, though.
yeah. I don't think he does.
I
I
gotta
think
pick
he
fire
just.
or water here.
I agree.
They both don't earn anything.
I think I agree with him on that.
No, it's not letting me convert. What?
Well, because you didn't gain power, so
Oh, yikes.
yeah.
That's rough.
Well, it's not as bad as taking 3 power on the pass tile and wasting it. So there's a stronghold. Are you guys there, or did my computer mess up?
Presumably builds that red. So I think leaving yourself open to it's the right move as well.
My computer missed like the last 20 seconds of stuff, but
Mike built a stronghold and converted 1 power to coin.
didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
Except
And then
one
Andrew's deciding what to do. It's,
always
Yeah.
a scary time.
yeah. It is worrying.
Just build it up.
Anything could
He
happen.
doesn't trust me.
I mean, he shouldn't, right?
Well, so I was evaluating the situation, and I'm like, well, I want water 1, or I mean, like Earth 1 is fine here, but I think water 1 is better.
Are you going to do
And I'm-
Sanctuary instead of Stronghold?
I am. Why would I want a stronghold?
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's proven that he's not about that strong giant life. It's allowed for him. He's gonna produce his digs via hard digging, apparently.
I mean, that was the whole point of Earth 2.
It's fun.
This is
It's-
a very fun game.
It's working better than I thought, but I still don't think it's working well. But I mean, at the same time, like he is actually gonna get.
There is a dig round next round. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I mean, you're gonna actually get like 8 to maybe even 12 points on it. So I think it's that bad.
we're doing our best to show the Giants' true skill here. Maybe this will be the new meta for Giants.
I keep giving Lumen cult steps.
Super linear.
Well,
Just
I'm
how
just
it
in the
has
middle
to
of
be.
everyone, so...
Yeah, well, that too. Like,
Okay, now what am I doing?
I figured Mike was gonna accept the free leech regardless. He doesn't care what you're doing on cults.
Can I take
Yeah.
Earth 1 again? No.
Not my fight.
In 2-player games, you just take 2 of each score in favor, and you just crush. Who plays 2-player, though?
So,
I'll be honest. So over the summer when I was number 2 ranked, or like 2 summers ago, I was like, the number 1 dude was really annoying me because he played 2-player games and it was always apprentice or average players. So I would play him and I would play him and I would beat him in 2-player. Like I had no clue what I'm doing 2-player. So I was like, yo, I could play this game 2-player. And then I actually played good players in 2-player. I was like, whoa.
Never mind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure I can learn the meta, but it's just like, Swarmlings win. If you play Auction, you can do other things.
Right.
Air 2 is pretty good because you don't get any power.
Sorry, having to think here.
Yeah, you have interesting.
So Ryan, how are you planning on getting points this game?
Points.
He doesn't think that far ahead.
Points aren't that. Points are not that important. Economy.
Right.
Big
If you lose to me.
I think 2 dig here is the best thing for me, even though.
I mean, I'm not generating a lot of points, so it's.
Whoa.
Yeah, he had a tough decision of if he wanted 2 digs or if he wanted to get
Sanctuary.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is right. I mean, he can go Landscape 2 Dwellings.
Yeah.
Landscape 2 Dwellings looks really good for him.
I mean, you do really need that landscape soon.
Set up for the digging.
I didn't mean to put it there. Whatever. Not much
Probably
different.
where I would have put it, but
I think I would have put it there too.
Well,
Because I'm not going shipping. This priest is going to a worker. Speaking of that, does Ryan have shipping? He does not. Okay, good. Green is mine.
Yeah, I figured you might go. Oh my gosh, so much leech this round that I'm ready for.
I almost collect water too. that would have thrown this game down the toilet.
Fun. Very
Anything I would have had would have just gone down.
All right, I want to offer Lumen more leech points. Give Giant a. I do.
It'd be hard for you to upgrade without giving me leech.
Oh, I'm giving you leech. It was if I was giving you the 3 for 2 or.
Gotcha.
Giant's a freebie.
You should have given me a freebie. I need all the help I can get.
I mean, you do, but it's.
I've been given very little leech this game. If I lose, I blame it on that. Not the whole temple stuff. I blame it on the little leech.
To be fair, I really do need to figure out how to score points this game, though, too. Like, I am running pretty risky on that.
Yeah, I wasn't really kidding.
You shouldn't have. Yeah, I don't think you were. Like, I'm in points.
So as cultist, this is the time where I really want to bomb the cult track with priests. I feel pretty good about where my cults are at here.
Yeah, having 2 priests to send to cults. No doubt about that.
Yeah, I considered water too, but that's not enough. If it helped with a cult income, I might have.
Yeah. All right.
Smooth sailing from here.
I am also like I already have what 6, 7, 8 hexes, so Earth 1 is going to be 12 points, whereas Water 1's probably about 12 points. But then Mike doesn't get Water 1, and that seems fun.
Yeah, that's the biggest difference I see, really.
Earth 1 moves me up Earth, which is better.
Really matter for you, right?
Yeah.
I agree. I don't think it really matters which step you go. I think Water 1's just better, period. Like, I think it scores more points. And
probably. There's a chance there's a chance by the end of this game I'm not even actually competing network, just building some stupid temple. So I'm just.
I mean, you can get second. You should be able to get second. Now, Mike is only going to have 4 buildings stranded on the east half of the board, so he can still compete for network.
I do need to still worry about network.
Like Alchemist can certainly still compete for network.
Is Cultist getting through? And are Giants getting through? Why are we just concerned about
Giants? I mean, yeah, Giants have to get this yellow. This yellow looks very important for. But I don't know who's taking it. So.
That's what time shift's for, right?
I figured you were gonna take
Oh, you
it.
meant
Like,
that yellow. I thought you were meaning the southern yellow.
no, Giants need that one next to me in order to connect. Otherwise, they're never connected,
Right.
probably. But I don't know who's going to stop them from getting that yellow hex. It's sure as hell isn't going to be me, I'll tell you
Like,
that.
I mean, I felt pretty safe with doing this opening because I didn't feel like cultists were going to ship early.
How much? I guess I have enough power to spend for priest.
I think I get 7 coins if I pass here. Unless CS leeches 2. How's that gonna happen? Mike, are you gonna give him some leech?
Oh,
I don't know either. I'm trying to calculate.
All right. Who ordered worker bonus on a cult? Like, I don't need workers.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
worker.
worked
Well, I
okay
can
for
take
me.
some. Yeah, send them over to me. I'll give you nothing. I'll give you my 5 cult bumps.
You almost sold me then. Yeah, then the deal was off because the deal was shit. But almost tricked me into it.
Almost got him.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
I mean, you don't want 5 cult bumps. Like you can catch cultists here. Just think, if you give me 2 workers, I give you 5 cult bumps. You go up error, you get 2 extra workers.
5 coins, 2 coins and a spade.
You said a lot of words, and yeah, maybe.
I feel like I'm pretty good at convincing, but you're a tough nut to crack.
Just don't believe in much of whatever you just said. So.
Oh yeah, Frames Ahead in my chat says alchemists might only end up with 3-stranded east.
Yeah, that's true. They're gonna just sanctuary. Did he?
advanced dig here so that I can threaten everything on my first move, make people do things.
Oh, you son of a gun!
Yeah, yeah, I agree. That was absolutely the right move.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move up Earth.
And I get to pass for a 9 VP tile. That's always nice.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, I think you're doing fine here, Mike.
Nobody wants it.
I almost took it, but I didn't think I had enough coins this turn to use it that well.
I don't have enough coins either. Need this. All right, so there's also the crazy question of if I'm supposed to just take the 2 key town right now. It's a bit painful, but might be right. But God, where so what I always hate about I probably dislike the 2 key town more than I should. Like, God, where do I get points? My town, if I town now, I'm not gonna have points.
Yeah.
For the town round, I'm not gonna have points off directly, but I'll have some pretty cult points probably.
I mean, you and me are going to fight pretty hard, so...
Yeah, this is always the...
apparently I'm dropping a few frames, so sorry about that on the stream. It doesn't look like it's that bad, but it's not optimal.
Alright, it can't be right. It's not time yet.
Oh, look at that worker income.
There's a lot of workers and not a lot of... You getting the coins action is basically right. Like,
Yeah,
my economy's all out of whack right now.
That might be my personal best skill with cultists, is managing cult economy versus building economy.
Yeah.
The round 1 scoring tile, what was that? That was trading posts, and round 2 was also trading posts. We had trading posts on trading posts.
Oh, you people that have played on Snowman.
You can try to call them trading.
They're trading houses. Look at the rule book. It's trading house.
You can try. You can try to corrupt.
I mean,
you can try
I
to corrupt
should be
as
on
many
team
people as you
rulebook.
want, but
I'm on team rulebook for Agricola when people misuse the clay pieces as wood, so...
What?
Yeah, in the original edition, it comes with like dark brown discs and light brown discs, and people think the light brown ones are wood, but the rulebook says.
yeah, it's no. I agree. That would drive me nuts. Clearly.
Really? I mean, I've always used the dark brown ones as. I shouldn't get it out. Yeah.
The dark brown is wood. If you're telling me that you're a dark brown is clay, you're a heretic.
Hold on. Now I gotta pull this out.
I mean, I can pull out the rulebook and show it to the stream, so don't make me.
Show it to the stream. I need to see this.
Okay, fine.
I just pulled one of each piece out.
The dark brown is wood. The light brown is clay.
Luckily, my game box is out here, so we have the Agricola Original Edition rulebook here. This is, I know what everyone signed up for when you're watching this video.
They didn't know we were gonna get this conversation.
Somebody in chat says, I stopped saying trading house because no one else did. Yep.
Hey, I'm with you, man. You can keep calling it trading house.
So now there's 2 of you in the world.
It's only the people in Snellman that call it TP. Clearly a T. The one time I said it in chat, like I was referring to a trading house, and I said TH, and they're like, "What's a TH?" And I was like, "It's a trading house."
Awkward, is it not? Oh no, it's the first page of the rulebook. Okay.
This is how we beat Lumen.
Yeah, he does have to leech power, which he wants.
33 round dark brown wood resources, 33 round light brown clay resources.
Yeah.
But why? Like, I mean, the one that looks orangish is clearly clay.
No,
What happened here?
I built a trading house apparently.
Yeah, good stuff, Ryan.
And Mike triple dug to save the red.
Yes.
I wasn't getting there. You don't gotta worry about me, Mike.
And I guess they're not resources, they're counters.
Never do.
There we go. Oh wow, chat saying I can't trust you since you're below 500. Well, CS also below 500, so
Yeah.
it's a he said, she said, and nobody has any rep.
I think he's talking about me with trading houses.
Oh, fair.
Because I call him trading houses, he can't trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He's not an expert. I wouldn't. Yeah. Dude. I mean, he's also giants that's eschewing the stronghold. So
So many points this round. I gotta think. Do I want to build here? I could just build a trading house.
you have a decent number of points. I'll grant that points are a thing that I don't really have. So,
I'll build it. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm just mucking about with no points like a chump.
You have no points. It's such a sad game, man. It's such a sad.
I mean,
sad
Lumen
game.
also has no points. All of our points are like we're trying to pull points off the stinking cult.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep using the light brown one.
Well, the Agricola gods will smite you for it.
Well, I have to look at Play Agricola now and just pull up a random game and see what color. Look at that, room 4. Room 4 has a game.
Hopefully the Agricola gods do smite you.
What
I feel like I've been getting
did
some
you
bad spite recently from Agricola gods.
It's probably deserved.
Okay, these people are all pay players. They all have fancy wood. But like look at the game board on Play Agricola. The orange ones, the lighter or
Look, buddy,
the
I'm
darker.
focused on this game, or I was trying to, and then
Yeah, I agree. Andrew lets you get way distracted. Apparently, when you play Digging Giants, you're allowed to just distract yourself.
It's autopilot.
I'm thinking I might supposed to be digging cultists here.
I've done it.
Yeah.
Is that gonna kill my
Yeah.
game? I have coins next round.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. I see it now. I kind of see how the dark brown is wood and the light brown is clay.
All right. I hear the words of a convert.
I kind of see it. Like, on Play Agricola, I kind of see it, but, like, I just...
All right, we're going for it.
I love
Wow, those shades are really similar.
God bless him.
it. I love it, yeah. Why not?
I mean, he's got to score points somehow.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
score
but-
points. It's a digging round. I got
Some
places I
people-
can go.
Some people have told me about these point things. Explain them. I still haven't quite figured out what these points are. They sound important and all, but
Getting to step 9 on Earth, is that a sign you're not gonna take 2 keys?
it's a sign that I need 9 coins. I don't know what more to tell you yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
9 towns sounds like a bit much.
Sounds like-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Although, actually, Mike probably does.
It
hit
could be
3.
9.
I built.
All right.
Yeah, Hubert
Let's-
agrees that digging cultists is reasonable. I had the resources. Yeah, because I don't have enough space to build, really, and I had so much stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm getting more stuff, so it seems barely on the edge of okay, and I'm not sure I've done this before. But I mean, everyone's doing science, right? We're all doing things for science.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
What? So Ryan's playing the no point game. Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing for
Mike's
science.
the only one doing the normal stuff.
Oh, I got blocked in the corner like I knew.
He got cut off though, yeah, right? Like it's not even. And he didn't. I mean, he didn't. He did delay the ship rush too, which was the right move in this situation. Like taking the cult spade was pretty clever. Like
Yeah.
it was good.
All right.
I'm
now-
stuck in my ways as alchemist. I don't get creative that much. I need to.
Oh boy.
I was getting to that someday.
Look
and
at
Mike
that
might
move.
have just to disrupt.
That's a lot of. That's a lot of.
Yeah, I'm thinking about if I want to be wasting digs on things.
I already
was
make
thinking
a lot
you
of
probably
power.
wouldn't, but can never be too sure.
I make a lot of power. Still just.
I mean, the thing is, like, it's hard to right now. I'd say it's really hard to tell who's actually winning this game. There's so much that can happen with the cults and network. Well, I guess network is less of. Like, it seems like Mike, Ryan, and I are gonna do well on network, and Lumen not so much. But like, cults could really swing here with the town
Right.
five. Like, if Ryan is the pass first, or before you, he could get the 2 cult town, or even just the 1 cult town, actually, because he's only winning 2. He's only winning 2 cults max. But if you were to pass first, I guess you're not set up for it. But if you were to
No.
pass first and you were set up for it, you take the 2 cult town, you win 2 cults. You were in Earth and Air, then you try and push for another cult.
Right. Securing this makes sense.
Wow, the landscape. Beautiful landscape.
Fine landscape. I don't know about beautiful. Do you already have fire too? Oh no, you don't. I was about to wonder if. Oh no, Andrew needs bridges for his towns anyhow. Probably. I was like, hey, how many towns is Andrew putting up?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if I get 2 towns next round, which is, I mean, that's,
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure you do either. I will be intrigued to see the outcome for sure.
So, I feel like Ryan is certainly... Yeah, I mean, I can't win the race to 2 Key Town regardless of my move here, so... Better just make this trading post now.
Play a leech.
Yeah, I'll give you a little boost there.
All right.
No, we're supposed to decline that.
Everyone's gonna decline that?
I mean,
yeah, right.
I was ready. I was ready to decline it.
Yeah,
Who do I think is winning? I don't know.
I didn't think. You wanted the power. It's fine. People are gonna accept it. I was ready to decline. Although I accept it. To be fair, I accepted the 4 for 3 and gave him a cult step. So.
Because that's what you need to do more of, spending your points.
I gave up 3 points. I mean, it basically immediately paid for via the spade, right? Like, I wasn't on spades. So, like, I spent 3 points to get 4 points on the spade. Like, meh. Certainly not the greatest life that anyone's ever imagined, but... Alright, passed for 4 points.
So I have to make your life hard here.
I figured you would, that's fine. You had nothing else to do, so... Yeah. Although I'm not actually sure what you're doing to make wealth.
Well, I'm spending a dig.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
So that's red now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get there. There's 2 reds down there.
Yeah,
it's worth my time. It's worth my time.
If only you were a chaos...
I portal there. I portal there.
Yeah, just imagine the possibilities. Instead, you're playing a faction that ability is just hampering you.
Someone in chat saying Mike's winning. I'm accepting bets on it. Well, I can't officially endorse gambling on my stream. I don't think that's not my brand.
If I had a few Ks, I would.
Mike's
put it out on me. I agree. I think Mike's winning this game. Like, he doesn't have to mess with anybody. He can just stay in his own lane. He's got this.
He gets 3 towns next round and already has good points and is passing for 9 more again already. Right? Like, he's gonna be at like 100 points at the end of next round. So.
I agree.
Yeah.
Even if I went Stronghold this game, I couldn't compete with this. Honestly, this might have been better than Stronghold. I'm accepting bets on that too.
Can't be the case.
I mean, we could play this exact same setup, and I would say that the Stronghold may have been worse.
I just refuse to believe it's possible.
Oh. Hit it.
Hey, I've upgraded digging too, Mike. Watch out.
Wait, I mean, it looks like Ryan could even increase dig. We could all increase dig this game. I've never seen before. I'm still trying to figure out
how many.
Resources
I do have a ton of coins. Oh god, yeah, good. Thank you, cults. I needed coins so badly.
I'm still trying to figure out this Agricola resources.
All right, so this heir to Orn, complete error. I already wasted the early power. Power, basically useless. I definitely was supposed to go Earth 1 this game. Would have been much better. Virtually unchanged in anything that's gone on, to be honest.
Mike is definitely done this round.
Earth 1 is just too boring. You can't put that on a stream.
It was too boring. I had to go nuts.
Like, I couldn't go Stronghold. Like, it's too boring.
Yeah.
So I'm not
I thought he might. I should have. I lost and passed chicken because I wanted that one, obviously.
Yeah.
And I thought he might wait.
I mean, I could have spent the cult bump for a coin, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I stick around, I could still dig a few more times though, so it's not like it's.
Yeah.
A waste to still be in the round. I could also priest if I try to. You could pretty much lock up water. It's probably fine. No, you guys accelerate.
Temple scoring in the last round.
Fire, but probably not worth it to go after.
Yeah, Temple scored last round's not great. Dang, you're getting credit for
What was this? Advanced dig in round 2?
It
was fully increased dig round. We need to put this on BGG forum and see what people think.
It was landscape round 2,
We'll
and I
see
think
how bad the score is at the end before
round
posting
3.
on BGG. Okay.
I mean, the sad thing is he might
beat you, Ryan. I might beat you.
He might actually be getting second with this nonsense.
If I get second, I say this is viable. We just didn't bid down Alchemist enough.
I can't quite bring myself to say the words you just said, but
I'm gonna have a breakthrough in the Giants next year at WBC. This is what we're doing.
Oh God. Well, Giants weren't even in the flip, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, they weren't allowed to. I tried to say that all factions are fine and there's auction, but
yeah, I agree.
I would have loved to have Fakirs in there. I would have absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I loved having Alchemists. Like, I think that should be one of the lowest power. Sorry. They're not lowest power. They're pretty good. It's just people don't know how to use them.
Right.
So people think they're lower power. Like, I'd say, I don't know, Arn are easier to play than Alchemist.
Why does Mike already have 60?
Yeah, he's beating me. How's this happening?
I mean, he's beating us all. Like, this is really bad. His economy is as you.
Well,
bored.
I mean, we do have to block off him getting the ship pass tile this last time.
What is that, collision?
He might get 4 towns.
Yeah, he might be going for 4 towns.
He's almost certainly going for.
Yeah, I mean, he's already dug his 4th town, right? Like,
I think he's still winning network without these 3 billions.
No. We can't allow that. What about you, Andrew? What's your, like? How are you?
No. See, network is not the gameplay.
You.
What? It should be.
What? Yeah. Why is it not in the game plan? I don't understand. What is your game plan then? Please do explain it to me.
Yeah, Firex has the idea. Just block that. Block it now.
I have no shipping.
Get a ship then.
You have a town coming in. Get a ship town and block that shit. Like,
yeah, or thinking cultists. Like, why is it on me?
well, cultists might get there. They have some shipping to get done themselves. Yeah. Why did I go air 2? Like, what the hell is all this power doing for me? Nothing.
Man, I love doing science. This makes me think Fakir strong possible.
I think it's possible in a couple setups. I don't think every setup. Once in a while it can work.
Oh, I agree. It has to be a very specific setup. But, like, I think that this was a really bad setup for this. And yet, like, just imagine the possibilities.
I'm going to choose not to, but...
Do I want Earth 1? Ugh.
That's so good. That's unbelievable.
See, this happens sometimes in high-level play, but I'm not going to call it a result of high-level play. I'm just going to call it fancy play syndrome, where there's a copy of Earth 1 in the late game.
No, I'm going to say it's high level, because a lot of times I see, like, high-level players, they just skip it. They take an econ favor, and then they get water 1. I'd say like, if you're playing an all expert game,
it's a little bit fancy play syndrome. So Earth 1 is quite strong, especially in favor. Somebody was probably to grab it, but
I mean, I've seen, like, in high level games when everybody's expert, you know, one out of 2 games, every other game has an Earth 1 copy.
I think that's an extremely high number.
Yeah, it's probably too much.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You can say whatever you want.
Oh, he doesn't even need that red hex.
No, this was his only backup.
Well, he could have double dug the red, because it's really 2 digs for 2 hexes.
Sure.
Sure, but yeah, no.
I mean, I think air one's better for you still than earth one.
Correct. Probably.
So then you can temple earth one next round.
That might be what's actually going to wind up happening.
Temple earth one round 6. Not bad.
Hey, I mean, 4 to 6 points from your round 6 favor is fine.
Yeah, exactly. So, the more confusing thing is if I actually want, like, I don't think I actually care about 2 cults, because I'm not going to get to the top of 3 cults this game. So, like, I think I am just taking an 8-pointer.
I think that's the right move.
I'm also probably taking an 8-pointer.
That's kind of what I was looking at. Like, I'm not convinced anybody's actually taking
Mike Hobson takes the 2 cult town.
I think it's just a bit too late for any of us to care about it.
I think the way the cults are shaping out, yeah.
I'll happily accept 2 for 1. And I have capacity 3 on my move, but I'm expecting to get 3. Which is fine. I might not even get 3, and that's also fine. So let's do that.
Looks like it's going to be a race to fire.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I wonder
who's going to win this race.
Yeah.
The person who has tempo and their ability. Or the person who has neither. I could mix it up and throw a priest of fire.
It feels like the time to start taking coins from people.
Oh,
yeah.
I was going to do that.
Yeah, it was definitely the right move.
I know.
I mean, I'm going to have 4 trading points up at the end of the round, so I don't know if I
know.
care. But I'm also wondering, how much stuff do I need to have built at the end of this round if I'm not going to be fighting for network?
Yeah, it's fair.
Oh man, they're catching up to me.
Yep.
Well, but we've also both scored a town. You're gonna. Well, how many towns are you scoring? I don't actually know the answer to that.
It's like theoretically I could get 2 towns, but
Yeah, your resources. You know that I can't accept these lumen.
I'm going to give it a try.
That's fair. I just can't help you with any ideas about the fire track.
I wasn't going to do it on the fire track.
I mean, I kind of figured as much, but it's
What are my goodies?
I'm just making it clear. Just making clear that
I haven't really solved which ones I'm supposed to take.
Yeah, 2 workers is generally a good idea.
yeah, I mean,
Workers, possibly more workers. Could be priests. Priest is cool.
priests and workers are. I mean, basically, the priest town is basically saying that a worker is, you'd rather have 2 points over another worker, right? Like that's a reasonable argument to be had here.
What you could also
see what else
say
I'm doing.
is take more coins away from people.
Yeah, Coin Town is just to block you guys is another idea, and then I know you guys. You're doing okay on coins, but somebody would probably want at least one of those.
I suspect that's mostly blocking Andrew would be my guess. Sure.
Also just 11 points. I'll take Priest. That was my instinct.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point for you just get big point towns, and that's how you just wrap up the game.
Well, like, he might need enough workers if he might need more workers if he's actually trying to pump out the 4th town. But I mean, he doesn't need to pump out the 4th town to win.
The
So
building order doesn't look great for a 4th town with no neighbors. It's just coin expensive.
I think it almost might be not worth it. We'll see.
towns are running out, aren't they? So I should just...
I get none of the good towns. I wasn't set up.
I should get in on... Yeah, I mean, that's always the risk at the end of the... You do want to have your... Because the tempo...
I mean, I had no tempo for the towns, no matter what I was gonna do. Like, I wasn't gonna...
Sure, but yeah, the tempo on the towns at the end is important. Do I need points bad enough that an 11 point?
Because, like, had Lumen had tempo on you, like, he gets the 2 cult town, wins 2 cults, you're in a lot worse position.
I'm probably supposed to take a ship town, aren't I? I do have to...
I feel like Ryan was probably paying enough attention to the tempo passing out of previous round and looking at my town ability.
Yeah.
I agree.
I 100% was. I knew what was happening. Yeah, it's not exciting, but I actually need ship towns this game, probably. Well, I don't necessarily need them, but it's probably the right choice. Saves my priests. Things.
You're still behind me, Ryan.
Well, I knew that. It's not great. There are problems. There are definitely problems with the game, and the problems are not enough points, but...
If I take a town right now, what am I actually taking?
This is a good question.
I think I know the answer. It's not a great answer, but it's an answer. And is it in jeopardy? Wait, who's making a town right now? Nobody next turn? Nobody next turn unless... Yeah. Unless nothing. I have a turn to wait it out. Let's do this the right way.
He's got a turn, guys. He's got a turn.
I have so much power.
I have so much power.
Guys, I need some of your power.
Love it!
Power.
I thought we had an agreement.
Well, maybe if you gave me the cult step, I wouldn't be doing this.
4 priests to water.
No ideas from Oren.
Yeah, you've congratulations, Mike. You have successfully waited. Absolutely, I'm leaving you alone. Well, that's awkward, Andrew.
I told you guys I might throw a priest to fire.
I mean, that makes it actually pretty easy to say that.
It makes it... I mean, either way, you were going to win.
Well, I mean, it's a little tricky because if Lumen builds next to you guys and you actually accept enough of them, maybe he somehow actually slinks through on this. But
And I don't think I'll do that because I would rather you win the cult.
I would sure think so, but...
Because he still has... I mean, you're comparable in points for now,
So,
but he has a pass tile, he's got a town.
He has another town still, too,
Yeah,
remember?
he's got yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah,
I
he's
could
got a
take
town.
fire right now.
Good.
He could.
And that makes some sense. Because... It's not the worst thing I'd ever do, but probably not among my best ideas. It wastes a lot of use of that 2-key town. Well, I swing 12 points against Ryan that way.
I thought you were saying, like...
He temples for fire.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I mean, he literally
I was thinking temple for fire 3 and someone accepts leech.
No.
Nope. He would literally be building a temple around the next round, and he would be taking a 2-key point town.
On the other hand, it loses Ryan 12 points.
It does. It cost me a
They're in
lot.
a dogfight for third. Dogfight for third.
Dogfight for fourth, possibly. Like, you still scoring 2 towns, Andrew. Like,
Well, no, you two are fighting for third.
oh yes, yeah. I think that's what. Yeah, Lumen's tempted. So I mean, whatever. If that's what he decides, fine. I guess I got risky. Instead of just sending Priest to fire, I took a turn to. What did I take a turn to do? I did something. Apparently, it was wrong.
Are we ready to put this on Board Game Geek yet?
Oh no! I had to make my other town. I didn't really do anything. I've just been
You've been doing you.
yeah, I've been getting slammed, but that's okay. Cults were always going to be a mess.
Deciding against it.
I think it sounded wrong to me.
It
but-
sounded wrong to me as well. But if Lumen loses to you, Ryan.
I mean,
honestly, I think it's actually Lumen and I fighting for a second. You and third.
Yeah, sounds.
That's what my
I'm the
gut
third
tells
person
me.
to be low on time today.
Yeah, come on. You got to get your speed up to the Play Agricola standards. 20 seconds to move. Minimum. Leech. Do I want the leech? I've been complaining about not getting enough leech all game. I have to do.
Seems correct.
Yeah, return the favor.
I do. Well, then I pass you on fire. But, details.
Swooping in.
Hey, buddy, no thanks.
I mean, yeah.
Take some more workers.
Oh yes. Workers.
Which one next? No. Priest. Priests are diminishing return.
Priests are
Take
incredibly diminishing returns right now.
Take the point.
Yeah. Yeah, the cults are pretty blocked up except for that air train.
I decided to specialize.
I mean, that's
Horrible
so. I mean, completely honestly, like this is something to learn, right? Like it is off. Decide, pick one cult and win one cult rather than spread your efforts out.
Right.
Because winning a cult, like the difference between 1 and 2, and 2 and 3, and 3 and 4 is 4 instead of 2.
Yeah. All right. Whoever decided to take air overflow and power, whatever. Like, this is a silly idea.
I still like the R2.
I don't. I'm gonna pass here for the shipping tile, and I'm going to generate 11 power. Like,
Wow.
So you get 5 coins. Like, that's good.
yeah, but then why didn't I just take Fire 1 at the...
Yeah,
I guess because Air 2 gave me air steps, but like,
you could have gotten that other ways.
yeah, it's... I'm not gonna, like... I was supposed to just take Earth. That's really what we learned here. One sometimes is the right choice, and
I
sometimes
refuse. I refuse to accept it. Earth
sometimes you just get too fancy.
No. I mean, Earth 2 is just so good for me, I think. I honestly think Earth 2 is just such a strong play compared to Earth 1.
So, for the game that you ran, yes, but you're supposed to just build your goddamn stronghold because it's such a good economic thing for you. Again, compared to doing your temple and advancing ship, the stronghold play has the advantage of it generates 4 power a round and it generates spades every round. But Whatever, you did a thing.
For science.
Oh no. No! Why am I one short?
Should have accepted that power I offered you, huh?
No.
Well, we don't know what one he's talking about. He could be talking about cult.
It's not a power or a... Yeah.
It could be a cult.
Yeah, that's fine. I know the risks I've put myself in.
Put himself in the risk zone.
Yeah.
Well,
Look, I mean, completely honestly, after playing a board game of Reach, I do think I maybe don't actually attack cults most times. But it's so painful to me.
No. Cults, they're not worth attacking.
Most people, in my opinion,
chaos are supposed to be a low cult.
most people seem to spend too much on their cults. Mike's trying to. Okay, yeah, I get it.
What I was short on was one worker to sneak down in the south and connect in the south. But then I also realized that gives me 10 structures and still possibly 4th place.
Yeah.
Look at me go.
Yeah, you scored 2 towns in the town round, and you have
overrated. Everyone say it.
Alright, what am I doing?
Yeah, it really actually wasn't. Like, it was, oddly enough, one of the situations that wasn't good for anybody because, yeah, it wasn't.
Alright, I'm gonna do the honorable thing and pretend I still have a chance to win this game, and try to prevent Mike from getting my pass tile.
Staring contest.
Yeah, I mean, Mike's
It doesn't seem very
win.
likely.
Yeah, Mike's gonna win that game.
Alright, now do I want this one? I'm making 7 myself, and I have capacity 9. So
We'll make you work for it if you stall out.
I mean, so sometimes stalling will make you have to do awkward things, Mike, right? But I'm not actually convinced that's even the case
you probably
here.
have like 800 moves you can make here, so...
I mean,
We're the alchemist.
he builds a dwelling. He can just keep digging. Although the thing is, he does want to.
Oh, he chose to build on the dig move. Why'd you do that?
Because
That's not how you stall.
he can't stall you out.
Yeah, Lumen, you're doing it wrong.
you gave yourself way too many ways.
I got a leech. So the thing is, like, even if I double dig that black, he has the workers and just triple dig the gray. Like, I don't actually hurt him.
You don't have shipping yet.
So he doesn't have all the workers in the world. To complete this town, he needs 3 dwellings, which means he has to build 3 trading posts and a temple and 3 dwellings.
Yeah.
Where are all those workers coming from? Like, any workers you cause him to spend on digging actually are hurting him a good chunk.
I need to make sure I get 3.
Now, with that said, again, does he need a 4th town to win this game?
Exactly. I gotta secure my 2nd place so I don't play a Giants game.
Although, I don't know. I guess it's not clear.
Lumen is definitely doing.
Lumen's doing well, yeah.
He just wants me to be his friend and give him power. Again, who's ahead, brown or green? I don't know.
Brown is so far ahead of green.
At this point, it looks like brown. Yeah, I'll decline for once in my life.
Yeah,
I mean, especially as alchemist. Like, the power is so much worse.
Lumen's passing for another 8 points, so he's going to be at 90. Like, I am just way behind here. I was supposed to take Earth 1 for points, and then even then, I didn't. The rest of you are just outscoring me anyhow. I guess maybe I am supposed to just early town 2 key town and hope to get 3 cult wins, but like I don't think that's possible with cultist. I think I was supposed to just bid less for them. Even though they got a lot of early leech and were able to build a lot and like have a pretty good game, it's still just not enough points for them compared to what everybody else actually managed.
How many more moves you got over there, pal?
Me?
1? You're passing next?
Looks like I have a worker.
Where?
He can,
Power.
Yeah,
Power.
he has enough power to dig.
Oh, you can dig again. All right. I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, no tricks. No tricks. Well done. You can do like 3 more actions.
You got it,
I
Mike.
made it. Huzzah!
You beat him.
I won the staring contest.
Worker or 4 coins? Let's go with the coins.
All right. I had a 2-point play here as well with this priest.
Amazing.
Should I do that? You're making me doubt if I have to save workers for this new project.
This town still looks like this town still
come
looks
on,
a
it's
little.
easy.
2, 4, 6, 7. It only costs him 8 workers. Like,
Oh, actually, it is easy. Yeah,
you're silly,
Yeah.
Ryan. You're so
8
silly.
workers. Yeah, don't try to scare me.
It's too late for Ryan. It's past. No wonder he's losing.
he was at. If you as Giants had decided to bomb this black, then he was in real work problems for this.
I ain't got no shipping.
Yeah, it's nice when no one has shipping all game. I enjoy that.
Yeah, it is interesting that there's no ship.
10 ships all you need. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't bet with that guy. Oh, I have a cult dig. This works. It won't let me use it.
Yeah.
Well, because you can't.
that's-
You have to throw it
You're a
away. You're Giants. Yeah. You can't use single spades.
Not
It's
even-
dumb that
No, guys, I have to figure out if I can break the.
it's dumb that it's given it to you. Like it's
Yeah.
so dumb that it even gave you the
Up
option.
the game.
I'm refreshing the screen to see if it.
Oh god.
No,
No.
just discard it. You can't
Well,
use
now I
it.
gotta wait for it to
You
refresh.
don't need to be bug hunting right now.
Yeah.
Save that for your professional career.
My parents say I should be an actuary.
That's what I almost was.
That's what I maybe still will someday be if I decide to study again.
They're like actuaries. They make good money. Be one.
Yeah,
What does an actuary do?
they're
You
experts in
estimate-
financial risk.
You estimate insurance prices in Excel all day.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, doable.
All right,
It's like if you think about it, it's like a mini board.
I'll do what I'm supposed to do.
7 coins?
Yeah.
No! Lock out fire before you take a stupid temple on me.
Don't forget your 2. Don't forget your work 2 when you.
I converted more coins. I don't know why. I have too many coins.
I feel like it was supposed to be a work.
What am I using workers for? Like, just to try to counter dig Lumen's digging of my hex? Like, I don't know.
Have you increased dig yet?
No,
You got to get that, Ryan.
I don't. I got to get points. Yeah, so I guess maybe that's not happy
Coins.
shipping.
Lemon almost had you. He almost tricked you.
I thought I
Well-
asked it fairly innocently.
He asked it innocently. Yeah, but I knew it. I knew the actual answer.
I could have been easily persuaded if
I took my 4-point move. I have to advance ship twice. Those are the mandatory.
I get blinded by the light, right? I'm just like, ooh, coins.
Yeah.
I have 20. Your favorite song, Mike.
Yeah.
Manfred Mann's Earth Band? That one? Blinded by the Light?
No, the Blinding Lights by The Weeknd.
Oh, okay.
The one that we've actually heard of.
Yeah, sorry.
No, we've heard of that music. Some of us oldsters know what Lumen's referring to.
Ryan, do you understand?
I wish I had a plan this round, but I
The,
don't.
the answer to if Ryan understands any... No. Ryan does not listen to music, really, so...
Yeah, I don't listen to a bunch of music. I mean, I listened to that song. Mike was like, hey, listen. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, now you're
We were jamming out to it while we were playing a game of Clans.
I think I'm out of things to do this round, which is unfortunate.
As I say, it looks like you just make temples.
Make temples, one around. Oh, do I need power? Oh, I get 2 priests. I got 2 priests. I don't even need a ship town. This is great. 2 cold town it is. It might be the answer, actually.
Alright, I'm sitting here debating if it even matters if I'm... So I guess one a thing, but... Fine, he's tricked me. I'll take the free power.
Well, now you're tempting me even more. I mean, points are good. I have a lot of coins. Oh, I need a ship. I need a ship. I'll take it.
Bam. Bam.
Boom! Whoa!
Nobody saw
Oh,
this
wow.
coming.
Well, I thought you might take Air 1.
I can do
But
that
I
next.
thought you... As I say, I think
Air
your
1
goal
is-
is... I think your goal is to do that next and assume it just isn't going to run out.
Well, I'm certainly grabbing my copy before I got shut out.
Yeah, I knew you were. I'm not sure Andrew's plan was to actually temple for Air 1 or try to ship and just get another town.
And just thinking about bridging.
Well, he's not going to get to. He was supposed to bridge with a action, but he a trap of coins. I avoided the coins. He did not, and he fell into the trap of taking coins.
Got greedy.
Lumen, you got shipping? Oh, no, you don't.
Lumen does not have shipping, which is the only reason
No,
I can.
Lumen.
It's the only reason I can even think about attempting this Sense Town.
Well, what if I got shipping now?
I mean, then Andrew's gonna probably bomb my green hex just because he's mad at me.
Yeah. I thought he was going to do that anyway.
But like,
Well, I had
Whatever.
an increased ship on my last move. I mean, no, this was the thing. Like, you take bridge, I increase ship, Lumen increase ship, I get your green, and I have the.
yeah, I mean, it could happen.
Me too.
I mean,
Guys,
I
and
don't.
You're squabbling.
I'm behind. I have to attempt this nonsense.
Yeah, I agree.
So, like, it's fine.
I mean, that's been me in Agricola where I'm just like, I gotta stretch this last round, and I blow.
Yeah, gotta go for things.
Oh, Lumen,
gotta get
you
me.
failed. You
gotta do
failed
me.
me. I thought we were friends.
Uh,
No, you haven't charged me at all this game. You just built away from me.
Now, whose fault is that?
You're...
Yeah, you could have built. You could have taken the center red. You could have made like.
They killed this town. That would have been so mean.
Yeah, it would have been. I would have had to take a bridge early. Like, oh no,
Not
with
your
my
town, not your
overflowing.
town. Lumen.
Oh, Lumen.
Lumen's town.
Well, he would have just taken the southern red then.
Yeah.
You were gonna take. You were gonna start.
Oh.
You were gonna
I
start
would have been
both center
so
reds,
much
right?
happier with the southern red.
Yeah.
I mean, I was happy with Southern Red too.
It's been a fun game, but yeah,
We've done things.
I definitely mispredicted the Orin in the auction. It would appear because this won about as well as I could have hoped for.
Really?
Even taking Earth 1 would not have been enough.
I think
So Temple Giants,
I thought you
viable?
were going to do digging, Orin. The
I debated
I
it because
thought
I
he
had
was
so
going
many.
to
I
as
had
well.
so many workers, but I didn't get to pass for a coins action, and I really. So maybe I was supposed to fire one, do digging Orin that way. That was maybe the right play. Because yeah, digging Orin were definitely very tempting here. And
When you
it's
think
like-
about Air 2, I mean, what? Worst case scenario, you're getting one coin less. You get
I was-
workers, you get digs.
I was hoping you guys weren't going to pressure me so much here at the end, and we could actually grab an Earth 1 before building these dwellings, but oh well.
Man.
Oh, I'm sorry that I saw your entirely obvious hit my green hex.
You make it sound like I'm a bad person for
I mean, you're giants.
Yeah,
Your game is disruption at this point, right? Like, you're also fighting me for network, right? Like, so
I'm beating you on network.
You probably are, but taking my green certainly makes it, Oh, you still get a town here anyhow because you're digging. Look at this. It's gonna work.
I told you guys. I've dug one.
Yeah, look at your.
I dug 8 hex. I'm gonna dig 8 hexes. You will never see a Giants player dig many hexes. Almost sit there just doing absolutely terrible.
Well, I mean, and have you looked at your game? Like a little.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm just like swooping in for like. About as good as it gets.
Your game's questionable.
Your game's even more questionable.
Oh, it is absolutely. Absolutely.
If my game's questionable, I want to know what your game is.
It is definitely questionable.
It's an ELO donation.
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
At least I'm not going to lose 30 to you guys. Oh, one bad game's not going to sink me that much.
Yeah, I mean you're not even the highest rated player at the table.
I know.
Feels bad, doesn't it?
I mean, Mike's earning his rating. He's winning again. Week 3, everybody has to stop Mike.
Just everybody blocks Mike.
Oh.
He's got a target. I mean, this is how AJ feels in those Bonaju and Agricola games. He's got the target.
Yeah. It's whatever. Yeah, I mean, Mike's going to score about a 150, and I don't think anybody else is particularly close.
I might hit 130.
I'm right around 130, I think. Maybe a bit higher.
Not sure about those.
Lumen's doing reasonable.
I have 20 points.
Yeah.
No network. That's huge.
Yeah, but I'm passing for 4, and I have a couple more points here, so I can get 130.
I think you beat me by a few.
Yeah, whatever. We'll accept power. What could go wrong?
Because you have to accept it. I need to look at the stats on this power, because I feel like I've got nothing in the game.
I got so much power this game, which is why the not help. I was in the middle of everything.
So yeah, I mean that's why you would have gone Earth game because
I should have gone
all the power.
I should have gone Earth 1 this game because I had a stronger economy purely because I had so much leech throughout
this whole cluster. Like we all just built around you.
I had so much leech all game. Yeah, exactly. But I didn't foresee that well enough, and so I thought a lot of times Orin do need a little bit of economic help in order to get things done. But this game I had lots of help from all of you. Not adapt to that.
I will say I'm going to take credit for choosing the winning faction in the auction setup.
Yes, well done.
Yeah. Alchemist still.
Nobody wanted.
It surprises me sometimes how robust Alchemists are, especially in this game. It's just like you can't. It's so hard to actually like slow them down. Even with
we even killed his network.
Yeah.
Even with 2 pastels, even with network, it's just like.
I think it's just Mike's superior skill.
Well, thank you.
Could be that.
Right. Oh wait, yeah, actually, shit, I've overestimated points by a lot. Okay, Mike's not crushing us as badly as I thought.
I'm not crushing. I didn't think it was 150. I don't count like you guys.
No, I way miscounted. I said 150, but I gave you network win with it, forgetting that you got cut off. That is iffy.
So do I have to actually be precise here?
13 network, Mike.
I think I ended at 14.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, I lied. You're still at like nearly 150 though. Like your points from the town plus all your past points still like you're still.
Yeah, you got me scared now. What do I have to do?
You just built your dwelling. You just town and you win the game. Yeah. You don't have to do anything fancy.
That's part of the plan, but I'm looking at like.
There's nothing. There's nothing
math
else.
It all out, guys. We're gonna math it all today.
You still won this game. The big issue is you have 12 points on the pass, plus you won Water Cult. That's 20. You have a couple dredges of points. You're getting another. There's no good towns left, are there? Well, that part sucks, but
they're all 8 points for him if he down converts everything. It's enough.
yeah,
It's not great.
it's still definitely enough. But yeah, you're upper 140.
I mean, coins convert better for me. So.
Lumen passes for 4 and then has 20 on and no networks. I mean, Lumen's at like 130. Andrew wins network, passes for nothing. Does have about a 10-point town as well, let's say, roughly. So Andrew gets to about 110. Network is 118. Dredge is a call points. Andrew's also like 130-ish.
I mean, if I could have made these towns cleaner and not have wasted structure, I'm close to. No, I'm not close. Oh wait, no, it's just stronghold, trading house, dwelling, temple. Oh yeah, that's.
Whoa! After all this, you're gonna build your stronghold?
No. No, I can't. I can't do that.
No, yeah, he can't. Yeah,
that breaks code.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable for sure.
I might have to put some. The forums need to see this.
I don't think anybody needs to see this. All right.
I think they do. I think people value the strong.
It's sad how many dwellings they already built. But give me this Earth one.
Oh man.
How many dwellings are you gonna build this round? Like what?
Maybe like one.
3.
What else am I getting points for?
34.
Like, there's literally no cult points to be had for me, right? So
I think you can get 4.
Alright, fine.
I'm
Four more dwellings?
Yeah.
that would be a dream.
Well, I haven't counted the power out, but it's 3
Like-
or 4.
Are you taking into account that he has to build 2 trading houses?
Nope.
I need to build 2 trading posts to get my town. Yeah.
Alright. Alright. I mean, he needs to build 2 trading houses just to be able to build 4 dwellings.
Yeah, that too. It's probably not happening.
Oh,
I see one. I see one. I found it. You found a 2-point favor, Ryan.
No, it is gonna be a little,
Doesn't matter.
but might be a 4-point favor. I really needed to get it sooner. Don't get me like the fact that I didn't get this favor until now is real sad. The fact that you did advanced shipping, which I figured you were gonna do, and start pushing towards me quickly enough. Like I really did want to. Like the ideal round for me was to like close out fire, temple for Earth 1, build my stuff, get the bridge, but like
you took my bridge, so I was gonna take your dwelling.
yeah, I knew exactly what had to actually.
Because I was like, your hex in the yellow compared to brown hex. It's the same exact thing. One hurts
correct.
you and one doesn't.
Yeah, obviously you were gonna go do it. I knew full well on what I should expect.
Decline.
Oh man, now this priest is worth nothing. Why did I take a ship
Right
down?
there.
Yeah, why did you take
Blacking?
the town?
I can ship again.
What did you do?
He took a ship down. He took a ship.
Then again, like what else? What other towns was I taking? 2 call town? Yes, I could. I didn't even contemplate.
2 cult town looks wrong.
It feels wrong.
It was. Ship town does actually look like it probably was the best.
Yeah.
I believe
Look at
I am first out here.
All right, let's do the calcs. 8, 4.
131
Or-
for me.
I don't think I hit 131.
I'm trying to look at what Ryan has to do.
I finished my town. I build some dwellings if I get lucky.
And then what? You need 3 ships.
I need to advance ships still. Yeah, I don't have enough resources to do my dream. I was real. If there was a worker town left and I had a few more coins.
I think I passed you on air then.
Oh, that's mean. Yeah, it does look like you can get away with that.
Why not?
It can't stop you.
I had 3 points in resources, and now I'll get 2 points from doing that.
All right, so now that the game's basically determined, does anyone want to talk about how Alchemists ended up winning by so much?
I honestly don't know. I mean, he just got his.
Very nice rounds for them. I thought the round setup was very nice for them.
It was too.
Round 4 digs.
So I was really skeptical about the pass tiles. Like I think they heavily rely on the pass tiles, and 3 of their big ones were not in the game.
Well, their biggest one arguably was, which is the ship pass tile.
Yeah,
I think
nobody wanted it.
I think Stronghold Sanctuary is better just because it has 2 workers on it. Which
But it's so much harder to get. The reason the ship tile was so good is because just he got it whatever he wanted, right? There was no competition for it.
Yeah, I think I had it twice for 15 points. So
yeah,
you guys scored.
I mean, you can usually do that. I mean, you can almost always do it. Nobody really ships though. Like
right,
you can get around 2 and around 4.
And that's why we're arguing why it's better. Like that's exactly what we're saying.
I mean, Giants can do early ship. Like that's different styles than what you did. So that worked out for me.
I mean, the way I was playing this game, it was pretty clear I wasn't doing early ships because all my money was going.
So that was nice for me.
Yeah, this is a real shame. I'm just short at the end of actually or dwellings and winning network.
You can't build any more. You hard dug that for nothing.
Yeah, it turns out it was a complete mistake.
1 point. Now the drain.
Because I could easily just build this northern green if I hadn't mucked around with anything. I thought I had enough resources for dwelling down, but I forgot there was no worker towns left. So there's a chance I was.
Wait, hold on. Even a worker town, you're short. You priest and 2 power, 2 coins, and now you have 2 workers for what?
Well, so there were some other things I could have done earlier, but yeah, I miscalculated at the end too, which is just really bad.
Endgame calculations are hard to do in
live.
Games, let alone live.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough to do them live. So what it really turns out is actually.
Yeah,
I got greedy. I was supposed to take fire. I was supposed to just take fire team, so that I would have had network. So I thought I had calculated that Earth 1 okay, but I was supposed to take fire 2, and I would have been okay.
You had 2 spots. You had 2 green spots. Well,
I have 3 green spots I could build on.
West. I was gonna hit the one to the north.
Okay.
Guys, I only hit 126.
So yeah, there's 3 greens I can build currently. So that's right. If I take fire, I don't have to build a trading post, so I do at least get 2 more dwellings down. And 2 more dwellings down wins me network, so it was a big mistake.
Well,
so
126 isn't that far off from a typical Giants score, so...
It's pretty far off. If you're a good Giants player, it's pretty far.
Oh, okay. At least from what I see on them.
Like, you can still score 140.
What do you think about this setup, though?
Well, I thought the setup was pretty bad for him.
Right. So, like, if you try a stronghold opening, do you score even this much? Right around.
I honestly don't think I score this much.
Yeah, I think he would have been the strong.
I don't see how I score points this game if I build stronghold. Let's see. Okay, so I get 3 points in the first round, 3 points in the second round. No points for the third round. Maybe 8 points from the fourth round, but I got 12 points from the fourth. I still probably only get 10 points in the fifth round.
You take higher victory point towns, you might actually be able to spend in your points for advancing digs. Like, you still get the 1 dig advance for free at some point. Like, I think the stronghold game definitely goes better.
Chat is suggesting, I think for Giants, that if you go Earth 1 in round 3 Stronghold.
That also sounds pretty good.
I think that's even worse than this.
Worse
Oh
than
my
this?
God.
You think it sounds
No.
good? You think it sounds good?
Yeah,
Earth 1
that's
gives you
so
points.
good. Yeah.
How did Earth 2 give you more than Earth 1 here?
So, I
Like,
mean, that's the
often
whole
it
reason
can,
I was
but-
able to dig.
It was the whole reason he was able to do it. I agree. So,
I mean, like, so round
Well,
2, I
Stronghold
would-
could have been that.
Earth 2 wins him network with the way he played it. But
Earth 2 got me a dwelling out in round 2. Without Earth 2, I don't get a dwelling out.
a stronghold with Earth 1 probably does better. I almost am certain. But
So, like, I mean, if I go strong, then I get Temple round 2. Like, I get Earth. I mean, in this setup, I get Earth. And because I get Earth 1, maybe it's better. It's probably better because I get Earth.
Well, there is a challenge that just came through.
getting second on network to you is so disappointing. I should have got second this game if I didn't mess up the end game.
What is the challenge?
Well, Frames Ahead
150,
said
you were right.
that he
You were
and
right, Ryan. I got 150.
Frames Ahead
Yeah.
and Logus have both scored 140 with Giants Earth 1.
Oh, I have too.
Well, I mean, Earth 1 in round 1, I assume is what they mean.
Oh my God! Really?
Oh,
Well, I guess I
I
didn't
mean-
check that, but
yeah. I find it very skeptical. Earth 1 round 1,
All right. I am really sad. I totally did have second. I thought I might be able to do it this game.
they say round
I
1
still
Earth
think-
1 indeed. So,
Oh, I gotta talk to Logus.
I should have. So yeah, this
Oh,
is pretty
snap.
bad. This is pretty bad at the end. If I don't take Earth 1, and then I just build Fire 2, I get 2 dwellings down, and I win network over Giants. I have 2 less on Earth 1, but I have 4 networks. So yeah, I threw away second place.
well,
So some of the VPs of you guys were talking about, pass cards, bonus cards. I scored 23, 8 points for Lumen. Ryan was
13.
Oh wow, it wasn't.
13
I actually.
and 0.
And
for-
Andrew, you have no pass points, right? So like this is part of why
That's
you're
the
losing.
So,
too,
I
if
mean,
you're
that
taking
was gonna
Econ favor,
happen.
you have to get pass points, right?
This is not how it had to be. It had to be because you had spent your early coins on advancing a dig. But if you'd spent in a stronghold opening, you almost always need shipping, right? So like if you'd actually advanced ship this game and taken the ship tile a couple times, like I think you for sure do a lot better.
I don't
got
think I
116
break. I don't think I break one.
power.
So here's the other thing: favorite tiles. You got 15 points on your favorite tile. Mike got 30. Luke got 30. I got 20. So like, you're also just not scoring points there. So like, where are you scoring points this game? Like you at Bandit, you scored between favor and bonuses. You scored 15. Now you hit the rounds reasonably well, but Mike's right. Like holy shit, he got 46 points from the rounds. Lumen 35, me 26, you 30. So like Mike outscored us on the rounds by just 11. It was really good for Alchemists.
Yeah.
Better than I thought. And then also, Mike has 33 points on towns, whereas we have 15, 17, and 18.
Right.
But I mean, that's partly 4 towns, but that's partly he also was able to take high VP towns. Giants formed 3 towns as well, as did I, but we have 17 and 18 points because we had to settle for cheaper stuff. So
And so I didn't need any bridges was nice. So
Yes.
That's right.
yeah.
Round 3 ideal for Alchemist Stronghold? Yeah, that's like when I really like it.
So
that's what I
round 3,
almost always do.
Mike almost had the, if he had wanted it, he could have done the whole sanctuary trading post stronghold. Like he had, like you often can hit both. I agree. So round three, big building scoring is great. Digging, I'm curious how many points you actually got during the digging round, but
Mike only went for like 4 or 5
it doesn't
digs,
break
if I
it down
recall.
by round. I don't.
it doesn't bring it by rounds. I mean, but you got 5 on big building, you got 15 on towns. You got 4 on temples or 8 on temples. So I mean,
I only made 1 temple in the final round.
Yeah, so 4 onto the 20. I just said 24. You built 1 trading post in the first. No, you built 2 trading posts the first 2 rounds, so 30. So I mean, I think that's 9 spades.
9?
No, sorry,
Wow.
8 spades. 8 spades, I think.
Yeah, that might be it.
I'm trying
So, I
to
mean,
I was
yeah,
in that
down
round
the game
long,
log.
so I did a couple extra digs. But I
Yeah,
didn't actually waste any.
16 points. 16 points on a digging round. It makes sense that you could do that, but that's big here. So, yeah, I mean, well done, impressive. Yeah, I lost 18 points to leech this game, so yeah, that's part of why Air 2 turned out to be so bad for me.
Yeah.
I just got so much leech throughout the game that the power was just constantly overflowing. Definitely should have got Earth 1, but even that's not enough. Yeah, I mean, Mike still is just... We just underbid Alchemists.
Yeah.
I think what might have gone wrong for Cultists, possibly get shipping sooner and maybe try to cut Giants off in the middle, that yellow spot. Also then...
Maybe, but
like,
when they
It's
start
hard for him to
south,
get
it
there
seems
fast
like-
enough.
I could have taken that Hex basically whenever I wanted. Like, the second I see it take shipping, I ship, and then I take it.
As soon as Giants started south, I think Lumen was very smart this game to just give up on Network.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
so the interesting thing, though, since you did give up on Network, maybe you aren't supposed to actually take Earth 1.
Yeah, this is what I was just thinking, and I don't think I had that foresight that early. It was more like in round 2 or 3 when I actually realized I wasn't supposed to compete on Network.
Yeah.
I guess Giants going for such a ridiculous opening kind of made me think I could do fine on Network, but didn't.
It was hard. It was hard to predict exactly what's going to happen. I am still surprised that Giants was able to build this much with it.
So all right. So from this game, it clearly didn't work out amazing, but I think it's able to be done.
I think it's just less efficient than the Stronghold, but you keep working on it. If some of these other guys have good games against high-level opposition, I'll look into them. But I'm still very ill-convinced.
Yeah, and
I will be posting my work to you guys with the Giants and the fucking.
Everyone, go to
whatever.
BoardGameGeek.com, Terra Mystica forums, give CS a thumbs up for all his crazy ideas.
And all right, week 3, I need to not take third and stop costing myself wins or something.
Well, basically, Mike needs
Take Mike down.
Mike needs to. Feel
Mike
what
needs to
fourth
just
place
lose.
Like.
I mean, again, last week I handed Mike the game by just not closing out my cult. This week, Mike just crushed us.
Yeah.
Don't
I mean,
underestimate the Alchemists.
Anyone
It's-
want to
yeah.
say any final things before I close down the stream here?
I'm glad you had a good game and didn't only score 117.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
No,
It was
actually, now that I'm looking at his board a little closer, the one other thing I want to point out, Mike won this game with Alchemist while getting closed down to Water 1.
It's been done before.
I know it has, but like, holy crap, he crushed us, and he's still like, God, the
really
Alchemists are
that
more
that was a choice.
Alchemists with Landscape, I think, are just much more resilient than I realized. Like,
And round 4 digs is always so good for them. You just never see it because Darklings are generally better.
yeah, I forget
It's
how
'cause of the
good.
dogs
I
he
forget
has
how
for.
good. I forget how good that is for them. Like the fact he's able to score 16 points on digs and 15 points on towns. That is huge. That's a lot of points compared to the standard factions. So
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, if I were to take, if I was going to take one water, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I have a
You were saying?
Snellman win with Alchemists, and it was round 4 spades. I think I scored 18 or 20.
And we all know Snellman's what really matters.
Yeah, I mean... Oh no, I got 11 spades that game.
nice.
22
Okay.
spade
Yeah.
points,
If I
27.
was going to go
22 spade
for,
points.
if I was going to go for one water, it would have been round 3 Sanctuary, but that cost me a ton of digs in 4, so I figured
Right.
maybe not worth it.
Yeah, no, it's a really savvy move because the other thing is it would have also cost you. It would have forced you to temple your towns.
Right.
So skipping Water 1 was actually really good this game because yeah, you got more digs and it made you be able to hit 3 towns a lot easier. So
Right. All right. Well, I actually need to go in a few minutes, so I'll wrap up the stream and video. Thanks all for watching. Hope it was a fun one, and I'm assuming the audio works a lot better this time. And it seems like we're all willing to do this once a week, or at least attempt to. So hope to see you for another one. Bye, everyone.
Yep. See ya.